Hello, in this video we will cover how to create a citation in APA format. The first thing we need to do is find the information that will be in the citation. When citing a book in APA, we will need the author, the date of publication, title, and publisher information. These can be found in the first 2 to 4 pages of the book. On the title page, we will obviously find the title, but there's also the author and the publication company. To find the date of publication, we move to the next page. The date of publication for a book is the same as the copyright. Here we can see that the publication date is 2015. If there are multiple years, use the most recent one. Now that we have all of the elements that we need, we can create our citation. Let's start by setting up our Word document. The font should be Times New Roman. Size should be 12. And it needs to be double-spaced. In APA, we use reference as our title. It is capitalized and centered and should not be in bold. Now we can begin our citation. The first element is the author or authors. In this case, they are Lynn Ann Despelder and Albert Lee Strickland. In APA, always list the author's last name first and use initials for their first and middle names. So our authors will look like Despelder, comma, space, L period space A period comma and Strickland comma space A period space L period. You will use an ampersand instead of the word and between the last two authors. Now we will add our date of publication. In this case it is 2015 and this will be in parentheses followed by a period. The book title will follow the date and be in italics. Note that in APA, only the first word of the title, any proper nouns, and the first word following a punctuation are capitalized. So in our title, the, because it's the first word, and encountering, because it follows a punctuation, are the only words capitalized. If you have multiple editions of a book, make sure to include the number after the title. It will be in parentheses and edition will be abbreviated ED period. In this example, it is the 10th edition. A period will follow the title or edition. Now you will note that our citation has moved to a second line. Now we need to start using a hanging indentation for the rest of the citation. To get your hanging indentation, use the Tab button to indent your lines. The last element to add is the publisher information. Use the name of the company that we found on the book's title page. In this example, the book we are citing was published by McGraw-Hill Education. You will end your citation with the final period. If we are working with an online book, remember to provide the URL or the DOI after the publisher. And now we have our completed citation. Always remember to put your citations in alphabetical order by author. Use hanging indentations and double space your references. And this has completed our tutorial. Thank you for watching.